hope my camera's rotating sideways, you piece of fucking junk. Brother, I gotta stop my cussing. No, the other night I was in the woods, I was doing some videos, and I got the times and everything written down. Yeah, too much cussing. God damn it. Boop. Anyways, Dave McCain. Somebody that, what is that? More fishy than a week-old trout. Well, that being said, I looked up the name. I have not found anything indicating that he has maybe been involved in, unless he is within the town commission or something type thing. And the only way I would think and expect this guy to be involved would be the perfect say so cover up. He's covering up along with everybody else that would be an official throughout the town. Truth tellers, as you can see here on the screen that I have. And I looked up the name when I was told about it. And as I was looking through stuff, I came up with this. And this is, this truth tellers works in weird ways. Comment page 12. Please continue comments here on the Delphi homicides of Vivian Abbey. And, when was this? I don't even know when the hell this was. It's supposed to have a date. Now, this is stuff that I've already covered and went over myself. And of course we have, new suspects, new pictures. Of course, like I said, going all over this is the point of, this photo being tampered with. Because the ISP2 looks like a hare with the hood behind. The ISP1, of course, looks like a hood on head. And the new one looks like the hat. Well, ISPI and the new one kind of look like that hat they talk of. It also looks more highly relative to a hood. That's not why I didn't go on this. Little information. There's many questions you answer. There is something. Libby's phone was found in the area of the bodies. That right there is why I downloaded this. Libby's phone was found in the area of the bodies. That girls were abducted between 2:37 and 3:11 p.m. The bodies were found approximately 50 feet from the creek. The phone pinged around town. That's another thing that caught my eye. After being reported missing, there is some type of DNA that was recovered. More than one person contributed to a sketch of the suspect, and we know that Libby recorded video and audio of the suspect before and during her abduction. Now, this is what I do not get. The public has the luxury of knowing what the suspect looks like, sounds like, though. Series of 3 pixels images. A year later, we still don't know his identity. But the phone was pinged. Now, this is a year later, all around town. Huh? And all this gets better. This gets better. In the next article I found, because when I scrolled down like this, another article came up. Same people writing it. But there was something that this truth tellers came out with that just literally WFT moment. And I mean big just what type thing. But if the friggin' phone was found in the area of the girls, and I could have sworn, don't get me wrong, that the phone was still on Libby. Now, if this is correct, please let me know, because I forget, because I could have sworn right. If there's a killer and there's a phone found, why would that killer not take the phone? I mean, if he's walking towards the girls on the tracks, and I'm sure all the time he's looking down, but I'm sure he looks up, like this, puts his eyes up, just to get a briefing of how far he is from him. Now you're gonna tell me that this killer did not see the girls pointing the phone at him or snapping pictures? He kept his head down all that time. And that's the thing about catching a killer, think like a killer type of scenario thing. Now, to say if I was going after two girls and I'm on tracks, I mean, regardless that they did not get away, but it would be in the back of my head to say to myself, are they still there? Did they run yet? No. Look down. Look up. Oh, they there? And keep doing a couple of, fast, quick steps as fast as I can on the tracks. That's right. Them tracks and the way he was walking, little BG seemed to me like to be a big pansy, worrying about he's gonna fall through the cracks. But it's just kind of hard to believe that he did not look long enough up to see the girls either recording him or taking pictures. And if he did think, well, what are they doing with the phone? Or if he did see him, why wouldn't he take that phone and destroy it? No. But I could have sworn, correct me if I'm wrong, that the phone might have been still in the girl's pocket. But then again, that means one thing, that did he take the phone out, walk away from the bodies, and maybe just maybe was going to keep it, but then said, I'm going to go back and do something else and say, I don't need this friggin' phone. That's the question. And the phone pinged around town. Now, if this is a person that drove under the bridge, did his killings, drove out of the thing with the phone, drove all around town thinking, now what? I did this, what now? What next? What? Drive back, and that would be the only way they would have any reposition of the girls, because, right, they were found the next night. Or 2 a.m. in the morning. No, was it the next night? Or was it, no, I think it was like 2 a.m. the next morning or something. So, I mean, tell me this guy could have been in with the search, too. Go all around town, come back, and then go walking in and out, pretending like he's looking. Or maybe the reason why the girls weren't found so fast is right. Maybe he came back. Everybody might know him, or everybody just say, hey, look at this guy, he wants to help, great. I'll go this way, he'll tell somebody, you guys go that way, so the bodies won't be found quicker. Because if they were only 50 feet from the creek, not that far from the bridge, why didn't anybody find them sooner is beyond me. And why didn't anybody hear the killing? Now that's the question there, folks. The question of the day, of the year. If they found the girls the next day or whatever, and there's something about 2 a.m. and screaming while people were searching, That most likely could have been the girls just giving out their last hope for survival. Or he went back to make sure they were dead. You see, there's so much shit, and that's the thing that ain't been questioned. Did he go back and get in with the search? Ooh. And then you got there's some type of DNA that was recovered. More than one person contributed to his sketch. What about the last thing? I don't know, man. And then you got necks or upper chest were known that at least some items of clothing were recovered from Deer Creek. So there's another thing. Swollen faces. Both wore scarves covering their necks and or upper chest area. We know that at least some items of clothing were recovered, so that means when they found them and they were half naked, half clothes, whatever the hell it was, his clothes were discarded as he was going away from the body. So that means that he could have gotten a hold of the phone, but still didn't delete nothing off it. I'll be right back. So anyways, just the mere thought of this guy could have been in with the vicinity of the friggin' murder while people were searching. Wow. No, and I wasn't even thinking that last night when I read this, but now that it's all coming to my head, make sure I have that right in front of us so we can see that. The puzzle within the facts. And, it's this bridge guy, and then you have these texts about the guys who came in contact with the, supposedly, this bridge guy sitting on a bench supposedly asking for money. And, you know what? I don't know where they... Brown hoodie. So this comment was another thing that caught my attention. And this is the problem with people. Supposedly, Bridgie guy had a backpack, duffel bag. And this is the problem with people. Of course, here's the Bridgie guy supposedly sitting on the bench. But this is the problem with people. If you see something suspicious, you got a freaking goddamn call, just like the red pickup truck in the Moore Murray case. Better yet, just like the car in this case. But where is it? Moore Murray's the freaking red trucks that disappeared without a trace. This one, people seen these cars and had a license plate, whether it was temporary or not. But this person supposedly saw a man wearing a brown hoodie with a blue jacket over walking down the road carrying a duffel bag. I thought it was very strange and can't get it out of my mind how similar he looked to the pictures. I'm not one of those that sees the suspect everywhere I turn, but I'm not sure if I should call a tip line or not. What are your thoughts? Now this person right here. If you see a suspicious man that you're in the friggin' town of 2,000 something plus, I guess, is what lives 2,800 people live in Delphi, huh? That 2,800 people, you should be able to friggin' know almost everybody in that goddamn town. And this one waited till the next day. Someone informed him, well, you should do that now. Do it now. Yeah, I should have done it yesterday when you seen him. Especially when a murder a year later like this has just occurred. Or better yet, who knows if this was even... Oh, this might have been around the time of the happening and they just, put in a friggin' comment. So this could have been happened when it did, not a year after, but, within the time of the murder. And shame on that person for not calling in, because, like I say, you know what? That's the thing that screws up cases, especially when the damn law enforcement do it too. Wait too damn long, or don't even look in it at all. Just total screw up. And someone commented on my thing again today, stating, yeah, law enforcement, oh, that was another case, but it doesn't matter. Law enforcement's didn't do enough investigation in this. I'm sorry. And like I say, that search that was going on, and everybody around was just near the friggin' site. It wasn't too far from the bridge, wasn't too far out in the woods, and everybody was all around the area, but in that one spot, till the next day. So does that mean that bridge guy was helping this friggin' search? And if that's to be said or known, that would be totally insane. As he changed his clothes, put something different on. Hey guys, I noticed something going on here. Yeah, we're looking for some car help. You guys go that way, I'll go this way. He knows where he's going because he just came from there earlier and killed them. So that would put the damn question does anybody remember who searched? Has anybody got any thoughts and theories on that night on who searched? Was there anybody out of sorts? Maybe there's someone in there that could be a bridge guy. That's what I get out of this whole article right here. Bridge guy could have been involved with the search. So that would leave anybody in that search to think about it. Think about it if you see this video. Who helped searched? Moving on. So after I was done reading this one was like down below. I got right on it. And now this one's very interesting, but just for the mere fact that they state that Bridge guy could have been a bum out of town in a stolen vehicle, that I don't think is what it is. But it made me think. Because you go down here, release suspect, second suspect sketches is actually composed first and held back. It was composed for that new sketch supposedly was composed and first and then held back. It was released over 2 years after the murders. Yet both sketches are of the same suspect, describing being 5'6", 5'10", 126 pound, reddish brown hair, wearing blue jeans, blue jacket, hoodie, cap of some type. The second sketch release depict a younger looking suspect that appears, and I don't know why they're saying they same suspect. They don't look the same, but they supposedly are the same. Appears to be clean shaved. The sketch is allegedly connected to a potential vehicle of interest. Described to being, this is what I covered the other day, at the abandoned old welfare building parking lot, as was seen between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. of February 13th. I just covered that mapping out. There was a vehicle of interest. Now this is where it gets fucking like, what? What are you saying here? There's a vehicle interest thought to have been abandoned nearby parking lot. Investigators stated that the suspect walked a great distance from the crime scene. That right there being said, if he walked a great distance, what if he didn't walk a great distance? Just like someone stopped him on the road and supposedly asked him for a ride, or whoever was out there that night. Or just like I said in the other one, or all these witnesses that saw him. Was he just blending in with the crowd? Just blending in with it. Didn't go nowhere. didn't do no great escape. And it said between 2 and 5. Yeah, maybe he was on his way out or through the park or whatever, but he was just starting to see how fast things maybe were gonna quickly arouse up on things and chew, how fast it was gonna blow up. Saw a man hiking along Hoosier Heartland Highway around the time of the homicides. So that means he could have killed him and started to haul ass out of there. Investigator asked everybody witnessed someone placing a duffel bag alongside of the highway. Investigators asked if anyone witnessed anything suspicious in Kokomo or Longsport areas in the night of the homicides. Kokomo, there's the Kokomo, where the white car was supposedly seen and taken by the license plate number, the rental, or whatever. Investigators believe the suspect from that area is familiar with the area, was passing through the area. I think he's very well with the damn area. Witnesses stated that they had confirmation with the suspect depicted in the video 3 weeks prior to the homicide along the same trail. Our search theory, the suspect theory, traveling through Delphi area 3-4 weeks prior to the homicide for an unknown purpose. This is where I do not agree. Because, you know what? If there's a bum or any type of guy, say so a drifter, and truth tellers claim that he didn't have no funds and they're thinking that his vehicle broke down at the old welfare building. So he started to hang out at the parks, communicate to ask for help. Suspect then ventured onto a nearby trail, local businesses to ask passerbys for cash. He was sitting in the trail bench when the first witness came in contact with him, down his luck and living out in the vehicle. He asked the witness for cash. They rebucked him, and a minor confrontation ensued. He was described as being dirty and a hobo, consistent with someone who was homeless or living in a vehicle. 3 weeks later, Abby and Libby take the trails to encounter the same man, perhaps ask them for money. The girls rebucked him and becomes confrontational. Girls hurry along the trail to distance themselves from the man. As they cross the bridge, quickly gains ground and is able to take control of teens. Now you see, this is where, it's old, I get it. But for this thought theory to come up with an idea, if the girls were being chased, then they wouldn't have stopped to take the picture. They wouldn't have stopped and started taking a video and say, is that creepy guy still following us? They wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have time to done that. Because if this guy was already in full pursuit and they were already crossing the bridge, the girls wouldn't have taken out the phone by then. They'd probably be scared shitless, saying, we gotta get away from this creep. How do we get out of here? Go over the bridge. They would have already been gone. And I think then and then only they would have made it somewhere rather than getting killed. They would have been off the trail, out somewhere, across that bridge, and off to safety. So, this article, man, is just, And I think this was written a year after too, but, getting that one and getting this one article, and just to think, everybody's out there write the thoughts, theories, ideas. That's all I'm here for. Be back a minute. So as I say, everybody deserves a thought, theory, and idea. And this one, I tell you, would be almost impossible to have a kook going out, coming in town. I'm still thinking, man, wow. Just thinking of the fact that someone, a bridge guy, could have been involved in the search. And for someone to, have the idea as a bum coming in, and chasing the girls, that's just insane. Because you got to think of the fact, right? The picture would have never been taken, the video would have never been on. And yeah, them girls would have been running over that bridge a lot faster to get away. And I think they would have at least, gotten away if they were, being chased on a friggin' bridge. There wouldn't be no pausing, no pictures, no videos. I know this is an old article, but both of them led me to think about Bridge Guy being involved in that damn search. And the phone being pinged all around town. I don't get that. That right there is let alone just the... What the... Jesus. Makes you wonder, folks. Someone asked me to do a motive on this. That one's tough. You either have one, yes, a serial killer, that started in the Indiana area, or what this other guy, Matt, had mentioned, and it sucks to say, but a relative could be a snitch and piss someone off. Or unless, like I said, town officials had something to do with it, trying to pin it on that person, got another person involved, and then, right, got everything all screwed up. And what better way to get the screw up off their back than to put it on another? That's my thought theories and ideas. That's what I think the motive is. Someone screwed up. They didn't want to be, as a town official, maybe. Think about it. And when someone screws up in a higher power, town official, or like there was a murder I have in Rutland, Mass. I might gotta try and get back out to that place. 1973, and someone wrote to me, and they never wrote back after I asked a question about it. But then again, you gotta think there was a town official in the 1973 murder. A mother and her daughter were found in a field, dead, murdered. And I think it was almost in a scenario just like Mr. John F. Kennedy. Woman falls in love with a man. Man don't want nothing to do with it because he's up in that high-powered area. And what better way to get rid of what they consider a hassle, trouble to them? Murder. And whatever town official maybe thoughts, theories, ideas, whoever is involved with this, murder them girls to get the heat off them for now, so they can prolong something longer, so they can try and cover this all up. It's a cover-up And these girls were just an innocent bystander that got in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's my thoughts, theories, and motive for murder. Trying to bring that big drug lord in on this. I think that's part of the screw up too. So, like I say, till that next video, be safe, take care, always beware. You too could one day be in the wrong place, wrong time. And that's the worst thing you can think about. Be prepared, people. Like I say, I carry a knife in my pocket. There ain't no way I'm not going down without a fight. That's right. You give a damn. You're not taking me because you want to cover something up. But these are a couple things I thought interesting. And both of these things led me to the belief that Bridge Guy might have been involved in the search. Found, oh man, just for this fact of the phone being pinged around town. I don't know, it gets weirder and weirder, more and more. And like I always say, look at that, someone throws up another name, find another thing, have another thought, theory, idea. Out.